Good morning. Good morning. How are y'all doing today? All right. So, Vbro, I know I didn't coach you on what the show's about today because I was out. I was out of office for a little bit yesterday. Um, yes, and let's not. I'm just not going to talk about it. But,
No.
but, but anyway, but I have some interesting stuff to share with you guys today because so much has happened in that one day I was out in the crypto world, including in gains. There's a lot to talk about today. So we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about Ethereum. What's going to happen next with Bitcoin? I don't know. And there's a bunch of interesting stuff going on in the gains ecosystem, which is very fascinating, especially our mystery man. So let's go ahead and get started, V-Bro. How are you doing today?
Yeah. Not too bad. How are
Not
you?
too bad. Good,
How are
good.
you
I'm
today?
okay today. I'm very good. I can think clearly
Okay.
today. I'm fresh. Everything's going good. So let's jump right into X. Okay, so I would like you to witness one of those days when you've just given up, right? You just gave up on life because it's just not worth it anymore. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of working, fighting the system. And you're
Yeah.
just like this swan here. You're like, just kill me now.
Those
But
those things are really dangerous. I don't know. I don't know
dangerous?
if I don't know if it's like a common thing, like
It
for things to
doesn't
happen to
look
people.
dangerous.
But uh, I remember like when I was young, when I was a child, and we went, to a lake or whatever to go swimming.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and yeah, if you encounter like a swan, uh, chances are that she's going to have like I don't know what the kids are called, like the
The
swan.
swanlings. Yes, the duckling
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
So so
uh,
does the swan attack you and hurt you? Like what does it
yeah,
do to
yeah,
you to be
yeah.
dangerous?
So yeah,
Do they have
so the thing,
rabies?
no, I mean, they're extremely. What's the word? Like territorial.
Yes,
Ter-
and they honk
I
at you.
Yeah, and they start, chasing you, and everything is just awful. And yeah,
So this is
so
happening to you.
they,
So swans are a thing in Sweden.
yeah, I mean, most people that I know like have similar stories or anecdotes to tell uh, of like being attacked by a swan or like chased. And
I do
yeah,
not. I do not. I actually,
okay,
my chase story involves a chicken. I was at a restaurant where
okay,
you get to pick. This is in Texas, mind you, in West Texas, in the desert. I was at a restaurant where you get to pick your own chicken to execute and eat. And they pulled us
okay,
into the restaurant's chicken coop area, and it was a big walk-in chicken coop. And he said, "Let's pick that one." But while my parents were picking the juiciest bird, I was left unattended as a 4-year-old. And I look over, and there's a rooster, and he comes at me, and he comes at me flapping with the wings and the feathers, and he stabs me with his beak feet or whatever those things
yeah,
are, and it
yeah,
just scared the Jesus out of me. But they already picked the bird, so we didn't buy him and eat him too. So the restaurant owner came out to our table afterwards and said, "Don't worry. We'll take him next to cook him for whoever wants to eat chicken and doesn't care what bird, we're picking that one." So I just
okay,
hope that one day he was fried shortly thereafter and experienced the painful burning sensation as he was fried and then was eaten, hopefully by someone
yeah,
smart and intelligent that contributed to society. So anyway, so yes, what it wasn't a black swan that I just showed you guys, so we're good. It
yeah,
was on Bitcoin. Right, so here's an interesting chart I found today. So Rec Capital shows us some interesting happening events here, here, and here. We're getting close to the happening in April, Mayish, somewhere around there. Because of difficulty adjustments, I guess that could be up or down a little bit. But look, we're really just starting back up. And once Bitcoin crosses that happening line, man, that price action each time is fantastic. And we're actually doing very well this year. Of course, nobody thought we'd be close to getting close to the all-time high again.
yeah,
Before happening, I don't know anybody that said, "Yeah, we're gonna exceed the all-time high before happening." That doesn't seem like it was a thing, but we could very well get close to it, and then boom. And where's it going to take us? 120, 200,000? Man, I don't know. That will be one heck of a market. One for the ages, you might say.
yeah,
And I'm definitely looking forward to that. And on the topic of Bitcoin, we want to check up on the Bitcoin inflows, right? So we know that ARK, Luke Broyles tells us, ARK brought 140 million, Fidelity brought 117 million, BlackRock bought 330 million. So those are great inflows. And using this chart that Midgie Whale told us about a few weeks ago, we can kind of see that in a bigger context here. Because when he showed us this chart, this was actually pretty young. We just saw the inflows start to take over. Now, if you're not familiar with the gray here, which is grayscale, they have a lot of outflow into the ETFs, or just sellers maybe, because they have a higher fee for maintaining the holdings of Bitcoin for their customers, for their consumers, whereas the ETFs are a lower fee. So what we're seeing probably is an outflow of grayscale GBTC into the ETFs because they're cheaper and because they're popular right now. So it's not just a one-to-one exchange. You can see the overall capitalization of these Bitcoins held by these different firms is getting actually pretty wild and up past 70, what is that, 700,000 Bitcoin in total on this chart. And
Yeah.
that's great. So this gray lot box will continue to taper off, I guess, as these ETFs kind of eat into the market share of grayscale. But as long as we're going up only, and look, the halfening's over here, we're going to have a really good time. So this chart here I will post in the chat so y'all can reference it again. It is in there from Midgie, but we'll post it again. Really good stuff here. I'm really happy. And, I have a little bit of Bitcoin. It's just a small part of my portfolio because I think altcoins are where you make the money, of course. But it's nice to have a little bit of a backup there because we know that Bitcoin, it does its thing and the rest of the market follows. So in theory, I would sell it as it does its thing, rotate into alts, and then ride the wave again. But in reality, I'll probably fall flat on my face, sell it too low, and the alts will pump without me anyway. So because I thought, hey, I always wait for a retrace, but that's life. That's life.
Do you know
Um,
that I've never ever held any Bitcoin?
Can I send you some? Would you accept me sending you dust? Would you then be able to say, I have never held, I now hold Bitcoin? Would that
I
make you proud?
I don't even know how, or I know what a wallet address looks like, but I don't have a wallet to accept it. Uh,
Would it work if I gave you a wallet?
yeah, I mean that would work, I guess.
Here's five
But
bucks in Bitcoin vest. So now you've owned Bitcoin. Now you're living in the stone age of crypto. How does it feel? No. Um, it's
but what
fine. It's just outdated, but it's fine. It's fine. So
but
boomers
what
love it.
what was the first crypto that you held? Do you
Oh,
remember?
definitely, it was Bitcoin, yeah. And for the story of how I got involved in it, I started seeing people talk about it online, and it was way too late for me to get into it as as a new college grad. My life was really focused on getting my career started and all that stuff. Um, and really, it just the Bitcoin wasn't there because when you're a new college grad, you get married and then you start with the whole family thing. It just all your money
Yeah,
goes to a new house, a car, and which got destroyed by hail. Awesome first car, and then just all kinds of things of that nature. So I didn't have a lot of money to put into Bitcoin, and during college years, I just wasn't into it enough. I had no money. I had zero money in college to do Bitcoin. I mean, obviously, if I would
yeah.
have bought just a piece of Bitcoin for when it was 300, 400 bucks a pop, I'd be great today, but I didn't. I spent all my money on braces in college. Literally, I
Okay.
had to pay for my own braces. That sucked. Every
Okay.
month, four hundred
Yeah.
dollars. That my teeth
Wow,
cost me
that's
a
steep.
Bitcoin. My teeth cost me so much crypto at that time. Oh my God, I'm just
Yeah.
realizing that now. I'm staring off into space, and I don't know what to think now.
Yeah.
I could be rich, but I'd have crooked
Yeah.
teeth. Okay, so anyway, let me wipe my mind. Refresh. I'm out. I'm back. Okay. So yeah, that I only started getting into it in late 2016, kind of right before the next bull run, which what was that 2019 when it really took off. But I didn't have enough of anything really to make a difference. It wasn't until airdrops blessed me over the years because I got involved in Ethereum. Right, you get involved in Ethereum, you start. If you're a geeky like I was, I started buying the ledger. I started jumping into layer one DApps using Uniswap, using 1inch, and I got all those airdrops. Like before I even knew that they were going to airdrop us, I wasn't mining. I was just trading poo coins,
Yeah.
because it's going to be on YouTube, guys. It's family friendly, and that's really how I got my start. That's how really I got a good amount of assets because of airdrops, and I just traded them for Ethereum. At one point, I had 14 Ethereums, and I was really proud of myself. And now I look back and be
Nice.
like, yeah, that was old. That was when I didn't know better. But I've turned that with the help of certain protocols, which shall remain nameless, gains. I was able to
Yeah.
double, triple, quadruple that amount of Ethereum. So really good ecosystem. I love Ethereum. I love the ecosystem. But yeah, that's kind of how I got involved. That's just, since we have enough time, we're starting early. What was your first exposure to crypto? Where did you get when did crypto touch you in that
Uh,
special spot?
so I think it was first. I think it was like uh 2017 or something. I can't even remember what I held. Um, and then life came in the way, or I don't know how you say it. So I wasn't really that interested for a
Yeah,
couple of
it
years.
happens.
Yeah, and then I remember I started like going to 4chan or like Biz, uh, and started, like uh, trying to actually get into it and learn more. Because prior to that, it was mostly just, oh, this sounds cool. Maybe I'll buy some, and I never really, got into it as like as a concept. But then few years later, I started to, realize how much I hate like banks and the entire like
Industry,
system.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
So I started to, actually like trying to educate myself, and as with everything else that I like all my knowledge for everything else. Naturally, I went to 4chan and found the appropriate board to educate myself, and I wanted to find something with utility. And
Yes.
yeah, so there's this. I can't remember what it did or what it does. It's called RLC. Like I think it's called IXX or something.
Yes, I
Um,
remember them shilling that on 4chan.
yeah, so
God, I
I
didn't buy it.
bought. Yeah, so that was my first venture into crypto. And then I started, adding a bit every month. Like not everything was like good investments, I guess. Um,
Really? In crypto? Not everything
yeah,
went to
so
the moon for you?
yeah, so it's kind of, I guess that I held like RLC for quite some time, and then um when all the like Shiba and Doge coins and everything, um I think it was in the start of like 2021 or something. But I didn't have a lot of money then, and it was kind of hard because back then the gas on on Ethereum was like so high. So
Yeah,
if
it was pretty
I mean
brutal.
if yeah, so if you wanted to like invest, I don't know, let's say $500 in something, you had to set aside like um I don't know, at least like $100 or something just for gas.
Yeah, it was nuts,
Uh
and there was no layer 2s at that time, really, correct? Is that
yeah,
accurate? There was nothing really to offload some of that transaction heaviness on the mainnet, and now
yeah,
we have a ton of transactions on layer 2. So the gas is, in general, I feel cheaper on mainnet
yeah,
now, even with this activity. Because look, we're at 3,000, almost at $3,000 per Ethereum. If we were at $3,000 per Ethereum a few years ago, gas would have hit $100 easy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
now I don't know, what am I paying? Dang, I haven't bought anything in Ethereum. I hope I'm not speaking crazy talk and it's not like $100, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's that expensive right now, which is cool.
uh
Maybe 20, $30.
yeah. Uh yeah, I don't know. But then
I'll look it
I
up here in a
like,
little bit.
yeah, so I can't remember exactly when I found GNS. I think it was wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that early, but it wasn't that late either. I think it was like in the end of 2021 or something. But like the majority of my like the token that made me more like rich, or like the
Wealthy beyond all measure.
yeah, it's I was browsing Biz as usual, and I found like
Same.
this token Dogebank,
Ah,
um, and I found it like uh, I found it really early, so I made like, I think, 250x or something off of that.
wow.
Um,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Congrats. Good play. Good
haven't
play, Wisniewski.
Yeah, but then it's. I mean, that was just before, the last bull market, like the double top, uh, like within weeks or something, in like start of October or something,
Yeah.
and then I guess everything came, uh, crashing down. So I got out, and then I put everything into GNS, because I thought, okay, I'm yeah, it was probably Midget Whaler and Nusaxi that made the thread about GNS.
Yes.
But
Those battle
uh,
hardened veterans.
yeah, and at some point I was just I started like reading more about it, and like joined the Telegram and Discord, um, and like actually looked into what I had bought, and I realized like the genius of it, and I just scrambled every single asset that I had, like in all of my wallets and all
Yeah.
of everywhere, and just went all in.
No
And
doubt
yeah,
my extreme ramblings, my insane ramblings on the Telegram have helped you choose this coin to invest. Is that accurate statement? Did I help
uh,
in this process?
yeah, you probably had a hand in it,
Okay,
because
good.
you joined before I did, so
Yes.
you're
And
probably right.
I was screaming nonstop. I was
Yeah,
like a cheerleader, and I still am. It's a great product. Great product. But look at the gas here. We got gas on the screen here. As you see, a swap today at $20, average 23, a high of 23 is your typical cost here. So this is this is crazy. Like this is cheap. It's not cheap, especially if you live in a third world country and you're just getting started in crypto. That's expensive. But this
yeah,
would have been at $30,000 per Ethereum. That would have been mania, and they'd have we'd have $150 gas days. So I think the layer twos have really offloaded some weight from the main chain, which is good because it needs it. And then with the EIP upgrade coming, that's only going to make things better for everybody involved. Am
yeah,
I right? Um, and then we have
yeah.
on top of the
That's less than
EIP.
a that's less than a month away.
Yes, which is
Uh,
great because we're really excited for it. It gains. And then on
yeah,
top of that, in May, we have some, and possibly the denials, ETFs that will be, Gary will squash or bless with his bald head blessing, that will come into existence. Can you imagine an Ethereum ETF and what it would do to the market? How big
yeah,
and how bullish that will be. Now, I anticipate that they won't actually go live until something like these other, the iShares, the BlackRock or Fidelity. I bet you BlackRock will get theirs listed, but look how far away it is. So, these first ones are probably going to be rejected for stupid reasons because Gary's Gary and the SEC's the SEC. And then about right here, they're going to tweet that it's been approved, but then they're going to tweet the next day that no, it's actually, that was in error and we were hacked. And then the day after that, they will finally approve them on 8/7 of 24. So I think that's when we finally really are going to take off with Ethereum to prices we have never seen before. But we could do that beforehand too. We could smash the peak here after the halving. Who knows? We just don't. So
yeah,
I'm really looking forward to seeing what this does in the Ethereum ecosystem. Really awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, let's go. Let's long that ETH. But you first, and then tell me what you did. So
yeah. There's probably like, because I feel that I'm too heavy in stables right now, because I'm feeling a bit bullish. So I'm kind of like I'm trying to find like good opportunity to buy. Not necessarily gains, but I want a bit of ETH as well.
Yeah, it's important to have an ecosystem token, especially if it's a gas
Yeah,
token.
yeah. But as you say, I think that they are just stalling these approvals so they can buy for themselves. I think
Go ahead, guys. I'm not selling.
I think that they are actually manipulating the market.
Yeah, probably.
Uh,
Are
yeah. So
are we?
maybe I should wait for them to tweet something and then buy my ETH.
Yeah, after it's fake approved, buy on the
Yeah,
dump, and then you're good for the real approval.
yeah,
Yeah, perfect. But Vess, I understand that some reason, for some weird reason, there's some massive dude accumulating a lot of GNS. Is that an
yeah,
accurate statement?
yeah. So we have this mysterious person buying. I think it's up to like 1 million or something. Or am I? Maybe
Yeah, I
I'm.
think it is. He's
Yeah,
moving it off to a different wallet, I guess, because I know that we've been tracking him for a few weeks here, and Ox 8 EF11 here. Look at this, so mysterious. Look at there's no face here. It's just no ID. We have no idea who this person is. Now,
yeah,
personally, it feels like an exchange because they're adding very regularly, but they're also staking it. I understand. So we have this person with 1 million GNS tokens, or is it 1 million GNS or just $1 million in GNS? I can't remember.
no,
But
I
they're
think it's.
really
I think that it's 1 million GNS, but I'm not
tokens. Oh my
sure.
god.
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah,
I
let's not say 100%, but he's got a lot. He's a massive whale and he's accumulating. So
yeah,
I kind of feel like this is kind of exchange level stuff. Like this is a lot of tokens, or
yeah,
it's someone with a lot of conviction in the product. Because as you know, the
yeah,
most recent weeks have shown a lot of value in our ranking for um, how much we pay out to stakers, and that's we're like number one, two, or three, like up way up there on the list from DeFi Llama
yeah,
in revenue sharing. So this guy might just want exposure to that and thinks that we're undervalued, which we are. I mean, look, we're paying. How much are we paying here on our earn staking? 16.79 APY. So the market will catch up, and I think this will be reasonable at 10%. That the price moving upward will lower this to 10%, which will be fine. I'm not sure what the calcs are, but that seems to be where we historically settle into. Like, I don't think we'll sustain at 16. I think the price will move up, kind of dilute the APY a bit. But obviously, we've had price appreciation event then because of that, and I wouldn't
yeah,
mind the dilution up to 10%. But that's kind of where crypto sits. 7 to 10% seems where a lot of products end up landing after they're diluted by all the people that want to stake. So I could see,
yeah,
and then we're just going to keep going up in volume. So we're going to try to keep that number high for our APY no matter what. But yeah, we deserve 12. We deserve to break the Binance top and go
yeah,
beyond it and
yeah,
save the lives of every Binance investor that's still with us. Probably zero, but
yeah.
we
I
can't make
used
that
to
mistake.
always I used to always make like a distinction, like especially especially in the. I guess it's most apparent in the Chinese Telegram because that sort of like took off at the same time as the Binance listing, and you had like people. You could easily tell like who bought before the Binance listing and who bought after the Binance listing. Not that it matters. Like not that I discriminate against someone who bought after the Binance listing, but as you say, I'm not sure whether like all of the buyers um, that bought like in conjunction uh, with a huge price increase, um, that they are still with us. Um,
Yeah,
but
it's a hard. It would be a hard
like
road to be.
yeah, so another like interesting thing that I can't remember who said it, if it was Midget Whale or someone else. Maybe it was someone in price chats. Like since we have the incentives for providing liquidity, we have um, we have kind of like I wouldn't say that we have super thick liquidity, but we've kind of had not that much liquidity, like the past year or something. So
Yes.
this guy that's buying, he, even though he's buying like enormous amounts, he's not really moving the price that much since the liquidity is a lot higher now because we have incentives for providing liquidity.
Now, I saw something
And
interesting in the chat about that, if you don't mind.
yeah, maybe
Can
it
I?
was the same thing that I saw. Uh,
Was it somebody mentioning that if the incentives end, they see that a lot of people would be buying back higher on the GNS they sold to split and add to the liquidity?
yeah,
Wh-
no, that's another thing that I was maybe going to get to as well. But I mean, since we have more liquidity now, if you buy or sell, you're not going to move the price as much as if as like as you would if we had like lower liquidity. So when or I don't know if I had a point with this, but if we didn't have like this thick liquidity, I think the price would have been higher now from like all the buys uh,
Possibly.
from that
But
guy.
then whales don't want to enter is what from what we've discussed with one of our advisors here in the back end. He was saying that if we didn't have enough liquidity, the whales would hesitate to enter and so forth. So it's really a give and
Yeah,
take. Yeah, and I
yeah.
understand. Let's let's
It does
the
sound
liquidity's
kind
better.
of like, yeah. I mean, it does sound kind of cynical to like focus on having like an exit strategy for people, but I mean that's how it works in the real world. You can't expect everyone to just buy our token and then hold it forever. Some
The
people might just
APY though,
yeah yeah, but I mean some people might just want 10x or they might have a price target for when they are going to sell. I guess that's how investors invest.
shame on them. Look at that APY though.
Yeah,
They shouldn't. They should
yeah.
just
I
hold
mean,
it
it's
forever.
yeah. I mean, it's really stupid high.
Now,
I don't.
what's
I don't. Oh,
No,
go
no, we
ahead.
get you. No, I was gonna say, so I think Gaines is in a position where it survived really the wrecking ball of the bear market and the growing pain, the growing phase of from a single dev being Seb all the way to what it is now, a multinational team building a very premium product. And I
Yeah,
think Gaines has what it takes as long as the competition doesn't put us under, and I don't think it will. And as long as we continue to adapt to the market, I think Gaines can be foundational, right? Because
yeah,
Seb has taken what's necessary steps to secure the product in a overseas fashion that is a business, it's a legitimate business. So um, without going into detail past that, hopefully this will be like your compound, your maker, your Aave. Gains will be one of those cryptos that survives for 10, 20 years and can be a source of income for anyone in the world for years and years to come. And
yeah,
that's because it really because of the steps that the team that Seb took at the time to branch out, build bigger, get more teammates, and then secure us a legal standing in a protected country. So Gaines is a safe place, man. It's as far as my opinion. I mean, I haven't found anything I trust as much to put my money in, except for just pure
yeah,
Ethereum and a node. Gaines is it because I can't put myself to even put that Ethereum in some other protocol. I feel like it'll get hacked and I'll lose it. Gaines, no
yeah,
man, I got lots of figures in my Gaines ecosystem, being the vault and the GNS tokens both. And look at that APY, bro. Ooh, it's just getting juicy. Um,
yeah,
we're really looking good here because I think our total value locked of Ethereum and USDC keeps growing. Yeah, look at that. We've got GETH growing. We've got GUSDC growing at a much quicker pace. And then we've
Yeah.
got, and you showed me this trick, I remember this week. And then the volume
Yeah.
is increasing of our actual transactions. So it's not all dies. It's just going to get bigger and bigger, just like that grayscale chart. We're going to have more
Yeah.
traders using USDC and wrapped Ethereum. So I think we are on the right track. We're doing great with that. God, I'm ready. So maybe this guy knows too. Maybe this guy knows a lot. Maybe someone told him what's being developed at Gains.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of that, I think this is interesting. Midget Whale himself on X had illustrated this website here, perps.ai, right? So this is a way you can look at any individual trader or traders on a perp index that lets you see the variety of traders and how they trade. It even names individual wallets so you can remember them better. For example, Innocent White Jaguar and Profound Silver Marmoset here on perps.ai. If I sort by the Gains ecosystem, I can see that these guys are pulling some heavy P&L. These are some of our best traders for this 30-day window. I can go to 60-day or
Why does
90-day.
it
Let's see.
say why does it say gainsgoblin.eth in
Where
the
is he?
search? Like at
Oh,
the top.
yeah. I was trying to find anybody I could that might be in
Okay.
there, and I did find Gains Goblin. He sucks. Let me go. Let me look at him real quick. Come on, search. Yeah, look. Best trade $61. Worst trade
Can you
73.
look
And
up me?
he's trading on GMX. You have to have a name. Do you have a Vesnushki.eth address?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, no, dude, bro,
Ouch.
no. You put $2 million volume on the platform.
Well,
God,
is that a lot? No, that's not a lot.
I mean,
Or
but for
how
I
much?
like
How much do you have? Or
I don't know. Let me hold on. Nobody look. Nobody look. Nobody look. Nobody look. All right. Uh, okay, that's fine. Copy. I'm gonna gray all this out so nobody else can see it. All right. Yes, come on, take me to me. What?
okay.
No, 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 dude, bro. So my trading wallet, which is not my main wallet, mind you, you're not gonna find my Gainsies, has 313,000 total volume. How do you have $2 million on your trade volume? And that's not
I don't,
right. No,
I
this
mean,
isn't right, dude. It's not
I
right.
mean,
This is my best wallet.
I think maybe it's because I mean I've been trading a lot like since the incentives
It
started.
named me
But
Relative Emerald Hummingbird.
I'm not really trading that large volumes though. Maybe all the 150x's add up.
This just doesn't seem right though, because the Gains platform tells me I'm actually doing really good with this wallet. But this
Yeah,
wallet is so old. I did trade on it with GMX when I first discovered. I was originally invested in GMX, Gains, and Cap because I knew that a lot of dexes were closing down or sexes stopped leverage trading for people. I found all my leverage trading platforms were gone when I started getting back into
yeah.
crypto. And so I had traded on GMX and Gains, but then I consolidated. I was like, all these other products suck. Gains is really the best one, in my opinion. I'm sorry if I offend anybody. But yes, but this doesn't seem right because the portfolio on my wallet is a lot better than this. Okay, so it's this
Okay.
big old green thing. I don't know why it says I'm so bad and so short. I don't know. I don't trust it.
But
I think somebody
maybe
said
no,
something in the chat.
maybe the may wait, so maybe the if you hover over the total volume, like the circle,
Uh-huh.
I think it's short and long. I don't think it's win and
Okay, it's not P&L. Okay, of course that makes sense because yeah, I'm a winner, bros. I'm a winner. I play to
but
win and I play for keeps.
you're a bear though, according to the
Well, that's
circle
because I
donut.
traded during the bear market, and now we're in the bull
Okay.
market, and I haven't really done a lot of trading, so that's my fault. But
Okay.
I guess I am a bera. I was a bera. But look at this, 6 wins, 3 losses. I think that's a great record. So I'm just gonna pat myself on the back
Can you look?
for my
Sorry,
contributions.
Can you look me up again? I want to see how many
Yeah.
wins and losses
Y-
that I have.
Yes. Oh man, Vesnushki is going to should test himself against me. 48 wins, 37 losses. That's a good boxing record. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like, and you're definitely not bera.
Yeah.
But net
Okay.
P&L is minus $1,000. So you should stop. don't let the
Yeah,
cameras over your
yeah,
head.
yeah. I've been doing better like like the past few weeks or something. I'm starting to uh like gain it back, at least according to the like our built-in portfolio
Yeah, now one more
thing.
trade. If you stop now, you're never going to win it all back. So
Yeah, I
just
know.
keep going.
Yeah.
So there are some really good. I don't know if Midget Whale has a Midget Gems. No, it's not Midget Whale, but we'll look up Midget Gems. Let's see how Midget Gems is doing. Oh, this is a GMX bro, but he should quit too. I don't know who Midget Gems is. So if you have a named ENS here, then you could really look yourself up on perps.ai very easily. But let me go back to the general home, and then we will go by platforms, and we will sort by GNS, and we can see our big winners here: Innocent White Jaguar, Profound Silver Marmoset, and Inappropriate Cyan Krill. I mean, these guys are pulling good numbers. So bravo on whoever these people are for using the product. We can see they traded heavy on BNB, BTC ETH, and Injective, right? A few others. So really cool stats on perps.ai. So really awesome. Apparently, poor
Yeah.
Fag here isn't so poor. He's doing a pretty good job on gains too. Um, and Moaning Ivory Possum. Oh man, that's my spirit animal, bro. Moaning Ivory Possum. He's doing good too. So really cool tool, and I'm glad that Midgewell posted about it. So very awesome. Now I think these up here are in general, so these guys could be on any particular. These aren't just gains, but the leaderboard when you sort it by the platform is just the platform you want to look at. So I think these are any perps here. For example, I checked Corporate Cyan Mockingbird. He's short. He's short on GMX, so he's close to liquidation. So that sucks. He should be short to liquidation on gains because we'd pay him more ARB. But yeah, really neat. So if you need to check out some perps, or you just want to investigate certain traders, come to perps.ai. Thank you, Midget Whale, for showing us this really cool tool here and making me feel like a bear, a shamed bear. Ah, so this keeps ticking up, dude. This was at 6% the other day. I've got to update. We've got a tweet that's going to come out this week about this particular dashboard, and this looks even better. So I'm going to delete my old picture and take the 8.6. That's fantastic APY. That's like double or triple what a node pays. So forget my
Yeah.
node. Screw that thing. I've already taken it apart. In fact, I've got it sitting on my desk, and I'm going to turn it into a Linux distribution. I don't know which one, but it's going to be Linux now. I don't care about the Ethereum node anymore. It's too much trouble, and this pays better, so all my ETH is going to go in here,
You
right
should
here.
try it's called Instant OS. Uh,
I will try it. It
it's really nice. It looks really good out of the box. It doesn't have or like I think you have to navigate with keyboard, uh, not a
I see.
mouse. I don't
What?
know if
So
it's
it's all command line interface?
or it may no actually maybe you can maybe you don't have to do that, but
You
I
want me to
did.
be a hero?
Yeah.
Like using it, I'm a hero myself. Okay, well, I'll check it out though, for sure.
No,
Um,
yeah, it's really nice. I can link it to in Telegram.
Awesome.
And
Yes, I'm more than interested to check out any Linux distros you guys might suggest or have any experience with. I'm looking for something that can handle basic tasks. I just have a spare computer. I might use Steam, but obviously I don't have a graphics card in this node, so graphics
yeah,
will be limited to something that looks like Super Mario Brothers. However,
you could
um,
play Dwarf Fortress probably.
probably. Yeah. Now, I saw this little clip here, which I'm going to play for you guys, and I thought this is really good to talk about while I talk about composability of the new V8 architecture. Now, I'm no expert, but composability of the architecture on gains is kind of like being in a mecha, right? Because underneath you have the squishy center, the human behind the mech machine, right? You're manipulating, you're doing things, but people build on top of you when you have a composable ecosystem. So, like this
Yeah,
man that's strapped into this mech and all this kick butt animation, there are going to be people building enhancements on top of the gTrade ecosystem, and functionalities that we can't even comprehend or conceive will be built on top of gains. This will contribute to our overall volume and indeed our strength. We will be
yeah,
stronger, faster, better, harder, more gay. No, I take that back. We will be exactly what we've been meant to be. We will be gains V8, V9, V10. It's all going to get better and better.
Yeah, very nice
just
speech.
I just wanted to yes, I just wanted to play this clip because this is
I
composability.
was I was gonna say, like
This is
anime
genius.
looked so great, like during this period of time.
Yes,
Uh,
1980s, bro. Look at this. I mean,
yeah,
everything just looks like CGI crap now, but they hand
yeah,
drew
I
this
know.
stuff, dude.
Yeah,
I was really young when this came out, and I'm ashamed I didn't discover it
yeah,
until recently. So,
yeah,
go watch some 1980s anime, leverage trade on gains, and listen to synthwave, and you will be like Brian and have a P&L of
yeah.
1,000. That's not financial advice. Yes, perfect. Now, I know somebody chatted with us. Let me go into the Discord and see somebody said something. Okay. So Muzz laughed at us and Midgewell said no problem. Thank you both for this contribution to the discussion here. Thank you. And Solop Gang is here again. And Divine Arch. So Divine Arch is a new trader I saw in our chat. He was really excited to be here with our product, and he found a really good one. So I hope you've been enjoying the trading experience, sir. We're really happy to have any new traders, and your suggestions are of course appreciated. And in case you don't know, the V8 that is coming, which we have just been talking about, is going to allow us to have smart contracts integrated directly into Gains. If you want to build on top of Gains, you can do so. And then furthermore, the next update, V9, will be the positions update where you can then add to a position, take away from a position or whatnot. Partials is what they call it. So we have some cool updates coming that should help satisfy traders. And which one of these updates is getting rid of the trading limit, Vest? Is it the next one or V9? Do you
It's
remember?
yeah. Like actually, I don't think that uh, like partials are like technically partials isn't going to be directly after V8 because we need or like there has to be like a storage refactor.
So that
Um,
might be
and
V9. Okay.
yeah, but yeah, so I don't know about like which version name it's going to have, because I don't think that we are following like a proper methodology for like naming the versions. But the storage refactor is going to like improve a lot of things, and one of those things is the like it's going to remove the limit for like 3 trades per pair.
Yes, and
Um,
that's good. That is good because we've had traders that complain about that for so long. Now they don't have to open up
yeah,
just another wallet just because they want to do more pairs on this, or more trades on the same token. So that'll simplify things for those really power users that really throw down a lot of trades on a single asset. So perfect.
yeah. I
Yeah, I'm
guess
looking forward to it.
when we have partials, I guess maybe it won't matter that much anymore. But it's always nice when we can like remove something that's kind of like an artifact from like earlier versions, because this limit is it's kind of like the whole storage refactor is like, I don't want to say like long overdue, but uh it's sort of like uh yeah, it's from like very old
Yeah,
contracts.
when he built it a
uh
long time ago, no doubt. When it was maybe
yeah,
just when it was just Seb and maybe Nathan, because that's just really old stuff. Yeah. So good.
yeah,
They're going to update everything. And mind you, we have an awesome security team looking at this stuff. Of course, Seb is checking his own contracts as well as Crumbs and Nathan. They're all, I mean, I can't say why or who or what, but they're pretty elite. And I have no idea how Seb managed to find some of these people. Like, it's just a miracle in the making. I think it's going to be a Hallmark movie, maybe. Do you have Hallmark in Sweden?
I don't
Is
watch
that
TV,
something?
but yeah, I think we have it.
Okay,
uh
good. Because if I'm sure it's international. That's where all the sappy Christmas shows come out in
yeah,
America. Like when Christmas time comes
okay.
around, all the women just watch Hallmark and watch like the King's First Christmas or the Queen's uh the the Queen's whatever. It's and they're just all these like really soft romance comedy rom-coms without any vision or
Okay.
direction. So I think we'll be on there one day too. The story of Gaines, a Christmas miracle, and I don't know who should play Seb. because I've never seen the guy. But
Maybe
let's see,
Ryan Gosling is my
Ryan
vote.
Gosling. Yeah, I was gonna ask, is Pierce Brosnan still alive?
I don't
No,
know. I
he's
think that
probably dead.
when I was young, I was like we were on vacation, I think in Spain or something, and we saw Pierce Brosnan in like he was like in the same hotel as us,
Oh
like
my God,
when we were at the pool. I remember
that's
I
crazy.
I don't remember seeing him, but I do remember that I ate like really nice food. It was this like I don't know how to pronounce it in like English, like tortellini, like this
Yes.
pasta thing with like this delicious creamy mushroom sauce. I have like a really I don't remember seeing what's his name, Pierce Brosnan, but I remember the creaminess of the mushroom sauce. It's like really really nice.
Oh, sounds creamy. Sounds delicious. The most famous guy I ever stayed in a hotel with is Sonny Lou from VChain. I was literally in the same elevator with
Okay.
this guy at Consensus, but that's pretty sad because, yeah, here he is. This is kind of what he looked like, but with more clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the guy. I was like, he's the one. I like passed him in the elevator, and I was like, oh my god, I should talk to him. No, I'm not. I'm not going to talk to him. I did have VChain at one point. I had 450 or 500,000 VChain tokens, so
Okay.
I was a VChain maximalist. And then thank God I sold everything when it pumped like 15 cents, and I moved my investments elsewhere because that wasn't a good bear market for VChain. Oh boy, I'm glad I shook off that one. Whew, man, I gotta just shake my hands a little bit because that could have been bad. Because I saw those
Yeah.
guys, it was so sad. They're still holding, and I was like, guys, you're so lost. You're just lost. Sell, sell. So I didn't talk to Sunny Lou. Needless to say, um, but yeah, we're coming on to the last few minutes of our podcast, of our little cast here, or whatever YouTube cast.
Yeah.
Have you done any trade? I am shameful. I haven't done any trades on gTrade. I should have
Um,
longed Ethereum like 4 weeks ago, but I was a fool. I was blinded by my own stupidity.
I don't wait. Let me check my history. No, or no. I traded on the 12th of February a bit. Um, yeah, I think. Yeah, no, I've traded a bit, but I also got liquidated twice. Um, for 100%. Since I
Okay.
don't set a stop loss. So no, and I haven't really been trading since then.
Yeah, it's been
I
a
don't
busy
know.
week for me.
Yeah, I mean, uh, maybe I will trade some something like
Yeah, it
this
seems
epoch.
like I don't know. I wonder if I should still be bullish because look, I mean, we have so much momentum in the market, and I don't want to fight the
Yeah,
momentum, but we dipped a little bit. We're down in the middle of the RSI here, and but we've been like hovering on the tip top here, and it could go up some more. It could go back up to 3,000. So I don't know what to do right now. But
yeah,
since you mentioned P&L, we should probably talk about our rewards. Those, in case you weren't aware, the percent P&L have gone away, and I guess all those points are just redistributed into the remaining components here. So if you
yeah.
were
So
just
we have it's redistributed 50-50 towards fees and P&L. I think. Wait, I wrote the documentation yesterday. Yeah, no fees and loyalty. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So the percent
Uh,
P&L is broken up. 50% goes to loyalty, and now 50% goes to fees. So
yeah,
it's just making it even more lucrative if you're not worried about the percent P&L, and you're doing more trades on the loyalty side. You'll get more points, and the fees are going to get a little more points as well. And then of course you want positive P&L, so you can earn some of that reward as well. So that's fine. I mean, we had some gamers gaming the system, and we just don't want them at all. So it was decided that
yeah,
they were going to kind of reduce some of the impact with the percent P&L, And
Yeah.
I can't share the statistics, but they crunched the numbers, and the total volume that was actually done on the gaming the ecosystem was pretty minimal. Like really, Vess has like more volume. Oh no, it's not that much. I'm just going to say that there's not compared to what we've pulled in for volume for the STIP rewards incentives. The gamers didn't do a whole lot. They did. It was actually kind of pathetic. I expected more from them, but
Yeah, I think it's
they
because
suck.
they were just doing like minimum
Yeah, they didn't
positions.
really contribute to the. I mean, if you take them away, it's like nothing. They're like dust. They're
Yeah.
dust in our
I
shoe.
mean, yeah, I mean it's still bad, but I guess yeah, you have to like I don't think you can completely eliminate like that behavior, but at least we have adapted and
Yes.
uh yeah,
Yeah, and we're not the only ones that have to face Sybils, of course. So
yeah,
they're out there. They're hitting every protocol in the STIP rewards that they can, any way to game the system. So those guys are like parasites, and you know, just we're gonna fight back. So it's what it is. We'll see how this one goes, and we'll watch those stats and make adjustments in the future. So
yeah,
awesome, awesome. Well, I don't have really too much else to share. I had a lot of fun today. This is a quick show, quick and dirty, but I
yeah,
had to put this together on a really short time frame. So I'm sorry I
yeah.
didn't
Thank you
contribute to
for
the
that.
box art.
No, don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Uh, it was kind of easy to come up with just something generic about the price because this time actually I did pay attention to the price uh,
beautiful. Your
because
box art is always excellent.
thank you. Um, yeah, I don't have anything to add either. I think that I am probably going to buy some Monero because I notice it's still kind of low since the like delisting on Binance. Uh,
You might be scooping the generational dip.
yeah, I regret not buying more like when it was sub $100 because I think it's very resilient, a very resilient ecosystem, and I hope I'm not gonna like shill Monero, but I think it's a completely different product. Uh, it's more like an alternative to money. Um, but yeah, that's I think that's all, that's everything that I have to add. Maybe I can think of something. Uh, wait, let me find Telegram if I have something funny going on. Um, no, I don't think that I have anything to add. Like our team is in a really good spot now. We have some new additions to the team. Um,
Yes, Luna Man has stepped down. If you have not heard,
yeah, so Loneman,
rip.
he, yeah, I mean he's still going to be around and he's still in meetings. It's just that he's not gonna be like the primary. When we yeah, he's still contributing and he's still like in our meetings and he's still um, you know talking to
Involved,
talking
yeah.
to our like BD related stuff.
He's
It's
still going
just
to be
that
doing his job of never
yeah,
answering DMs from people.
yeah. So it's mostly like instead of telling people to DM Luna Man, we are instead telling people to uh, DM Rick and another guy named Joe or Job,
Yes.
who's working
So
with
good.
Rick.
Double double the business development people involved basically. So there's now instead of one, there's two people. So really cool.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can make some good partnerships out there. So
yeah,
and continue to do work on that composability.
yeah.
mechwarrior
And
GNS.
I mean our BD team is it's kind of big. I mean, you and I are in the BD department as well. We've both done BD stuff, but yeah, Lunaman has been kind of like the head of BD, and he had to step down. But yeah, he's still going to be around, of course. And
Yes, and we appreciate it. And
yeah,
we'll still bother him about how much he used to get paid. He's probably held the protocol back by decades. So
yeah,
no, that's a joke, guys. It's not true. But
and
all right.
there is yeah. I mean, I'm not really working with like tech, or like I'm not a dev in the same capacity as the actual devs. But we have like a lot of people working like around the clock, and like working weekends, working every day. And I think we have like pretty good velocity, I guess the word. So yeah, I feel that
Super agree.
I feel that we're in a really good spot. Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're gonna continue growth after the Artemstip ends for sure. We're gonna
yeah,
continue to grow.
absolutely.
Well, everyone, thank you for watching. Unfortunately, the last episode was due to a technical error on my side was not recorded, which was ridiculous. But now it's recorded, and this will be posted up on YouTube for everybody for view later. We have a few regular watchers who watch after the show instead of during the show, and that's fine. And you'll find it on YouTube this time for reals. I'm not lying this time. So it was a pleasure, everyone. Thank you for coming and listening to our mad ramblings.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Hope to see you next Saturday.
Yes, please have a good weekend, guys. Thanks, Vess, for coming on the show as usual. The super,
Thank
super
you.
duper mega streaming show is not going to be the same without a Vess, so we need you. So
Yeah,
thank you,
I
Vess,
need you
bro.
too.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day, guys.
See you everyone.
Bye bye.